I'm very honored to be in this panel with my colleagues. By the way, my name is Genaro Sanchez. I travel from Salinas, California. When I was a child, I was born and raised in Mexico. I always played with electronics. Pulling boxes apart, I was fascinated with capacitors, transistors, and see if I could put how to figure how to put them together, and always curious to find out what was in there. I lived in Mexico for 14 years and arrived to the United States 8 years ago, not knowing any English. My parents never had the opportunity to receive a good education. They came to the country to work extremely hard in order to provide better life for me. My father, when he was a John wanted to be a teacher or engineer, but because of economics, he came to the United States to be a farm worker. He has a strong work ethic and sense of responsibility, and I take that very personally for granted, and that's why I'm here. Once my cousin Rodrigo and I finished middle school, my uncle brought us from Michoacán, Mexico to Salinas to join my father. I live in the east side where the prevalence of gangs is felt very heavily. Many of my friends were gang members, but that's not what I wanted to do. I graduated from Ever Alvarez High School in 2005 with a GPA of 3.85. At that time, I considered going straight to a four-year college, but finances, language limitations, and unfamiliarity with the U.S. educational system was a barrier for me. I decided to attend Hartnell College, which is something I will never regret. My experiences, professors at Hartnell College helped me build trust and self-confidence that allowed me to develop myself as an educated person. I was nominated for the President's Honor Rolls for 3 semesters because of my achievement and willingness to try new things. I graduated from Hartnell College with an associate's degree in physics in the spring of 2008. I wanted to get hands-on experience early in my college time to help me decide which career path to take. I'm good at math, and with love of exploration, I thought I should go into engineering. I considered mechanical at first, but after taking physics classes, I was drawn into the electrical portions. As part of the Hartnell experience, I was offered an opportunity to take part of a STEM internship with the Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey. My first internship at the Naval Postgraduate School was with Brandon Stickler as part of the Hasley formed Networks group. I was excited because I was never being exposed to real projects. That excitement didn't last for long. It was until I got to the Navy base that I actually was a little scared. I started seeing students wearing uniforms, a lot of security, working on the basement. I was scary. The first week, they had us moving furniture and equipment. I was like, is this engineering work? I'm an engineer. Why am I moving furniture? Well, it wasn't until our mentor, Scott Cote, told us that all that moving of furniture had a purpose, and it was to set up a visualization lab, that I was going to be replicate of the San Diego visualization lab. I ended up, my friend Leonel and I ended up creating portable screens and flyaway kits that contain communications equipment that can be taken to disaster zones. The best part was that these items were generated by renewable energy sources such as solar panels and wind turbines. I ended up volunteering for another month as we set up turbines and solar panels on the roof of the MPS for testing. At that time, I literally thought I was hooked. So hooked that the next summer, I paired with Marcelo Romano in the Space System Engineering Department. I wasn't as scared of the place anymore, but it wasn't until the lab, when I got to the lab, that I realized how expensive the material is when you're working with the space systems. I was scared of touching anything. I was at first just trying to read data sheets, calling people who have had worked with this type of equipment before. That summer, I got to network with other students and was able to work directly with the graduate students. Professor Romano hired me as a student research assistant to continue the work for an additional month. In addition, I spent that winter break there as well. We were currently discussing the possibility of working at the Naval Postgraduate School as a full-time and get my master's. I graduated from Cal Poly with a bachelor's of electrical engineering this past Saturday, so I'm pretty stoked. Thank you. My senior project, a portable water desalination system, was directly influenced by the Hasley Form Network's disaster relief work and my internship with the NPS. My system can be used with the flyaway kit taken to a disaster site to provide clean, healthy drinking water. When I set up a solar panel, I see the opportunity for pure energy that a family in a third world country can have. Doing something like that is the best thing ever. Education is extremely important for me because, like I mentioned, my parents never had the opportunity to receive a good education. My father and uncle still work in the fields. During my internships, I would get home and my father would ask me, hey, so tell me, how was work? Tell me what do you do? And it was hard to bring it down to another level and explain him in simple details what I did. I'm devoting most of my time to meeting my educational goals right now. And although English is my second language, I'm challenging myself to improve my language skills and to do everything it takes to be successful and make a difference in my community. I have a little brother and sister and still in Mexico, and I want to be a strong role model for them. Thank you.